Hey guys, today I wanted to talk a little bit about universal laws. I know a lot of people have heard of, Newton's gravitational laws, Faraday's laws, the law of attraction. The law of attraction is actually a spiritual law, and those are the laws that I want to cover today. I know a lot of people are unaware of some of the spiritual laws, and that is kind of crazy because these spiritual laws govern our day-to-day lives. Um, the law of attraction is probably the most popular one I'll be covering because of the movie and the book or whatever. But you'll definitely hear some more, and yeah, I'm gonna probably repeat myself a couple times because a lot of these laws are like really, really, really closely related. Also, with that, you could when you go and look, you'll see a lot of people have a lot of different ideas on how many laws there are. I've seen from 7 to like 22. Um, these ones that worked for me personally, so that's what I'm going to share. I'm going to share some tips with what I did to get them because I definitely didn't grasp the concept of these laws right away. It's taken a lot of work, and I'm still working on them today, right now as we speak. All right, so the first one we're going to talk about is the law of divine oneness. That's just saying that everything in the universe is connected somehow. As above, so below, as within, so without. Butterflies, flap of the wing of a butterflies can cause a hurricane on the other. You've heard it. I don't think it's to that effect, obviously, but it is definitely true. So it's important to just realize that whatever you think, say, or do definitely affects the people around us. It has effect on the entire universe if you think about it. The next law is the law of gestation. I'm going to mix the law of gestation with the law of gender because for me it's just they're like basically the same thing. Together they go really well. Everything has a masculine and a feminine aspect to it. That's how we create. So everything, a goal, right? A goal, whatever you want to manifest, that idea is a seed, which the seed idea is masculine in principle, right? So then that's the masculine for the gender. Just bear with me here. So that idea has to go through, that manifestation has to go through a gestation period. That gestation period, that's the feminine aspect. That gestation period is how long it takes for you to send that wish to the universe till you actually achieve it in the reality that you're in. So there are ways to incubate the gestation period, and that's by harboring or thinking, focusing your attentions on good thoughts and things that actually promote whatever you wish, whatever you want to manifest from the universe. The law of relativity. Nothing has meaning until you give it meaning, right? So what does this mean? This means that there is only is. There is no good or bad, right? To the universe, it's just what is. So as you attach your feelings, your ideas, your perspectives, that's how something gains, whether it's good or bad. A lot of truths are like this. You'll see so many different people can fight on what seems to be what we all know to be the same truth. They can come up with different ideas, different things about it, and that's what relativity is. Things are relative to you. Just because you think something tastes good doesn't mean everybody else does. The next law is the law of rhythm. The law of rhythm is just saying that everything vibrates and it moves. Everything's moving, vibrating in rhythm. And these rhythms create cycles. These rhythms create seasons. These rhythms create, financial situations, right? Like on average, what is it, every 5 to 7 years, we kind of have a little bit of a stall out, and then we start to do good and a stall out. That's what this is. It's just the law of rhythm. Everything has rhythm. The law of polarity is the next one we're going to talk about. And the polarity is just saying that everything is dual. Everything has, it's so day and night, hot and cold, dark and light. Everything that appears to be opposite are actually the same thing, just two different parts to the same thing. You can't have one without the other. You know what I mean? So that's what polarity is. The laws of perpetual transmutation of energy. That one's kind of a tongue twister, I know, but that's just saying that everybody has the ability to change the current reality that they're in by changing their thoughts to higher frequencies, because higher frequencies consume lower ones. So positive thoughts are more powerful than negative thoughts. That's the truth too. You can look that up. The next law we're going to talk about is the law of attraction. That's probably the most popular law. That's what sends a lot of people into searching for the other laws. The law of attraction is just saying like alike attracts alike. Or like attracts alike. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. It's a little bit deeper than that, though. When you think about it, it's not what you want to attract. It's definitely not what you want. It's definitely where you're already at. So a lot of people, when they want to attract something, they think about they want it, they want it, they want it. But when the process, the feeling, the thinking of wanting is sending the vibration, the frequency to the universe that you are in lack of. And you're going to get more in lack of because of that frequency. That's what you get. So when you say things like, I don't have enough money, the universe makes sure that's a true thing. Right? So when you say you don't have enough time, the universe says that's going to be true. When you are trying to get to work, you're like, oh, I don't have enough time, I'm going to be late, I'm going to be late. The universe is going to make sure that guy pulls in front of you so you're late. Try saying, I'm going to be on time, I have just enough time. Don't speed, believe it, stay calm, you know. Maybe you won't be late. But if you know you're going to be late anyway, stop, get some donuts, make it all gravy for everybody. That's what I would do. Right? That's just being an alchemist. The next one is law of compensation. Law of compensation is just saying that you get what you receive, right? You get what you put in. And this is important because I want to talk about this a little bit, because you will see two people who will do the same project with about the same amount of effort and you achieve different results. And why is that? That is because of belief systems. Belief systems are a bigger part of the picture here than the law of compensation is here. It's pretty easy to see that when you just look at like efforts. There was like this study done where an organization posted the same job ad for the same job in the same paper, but one paid better than the other one, and more people applied to the lower paying position than the higher paying position. And when asked why, it's thought because they thought it'd be easier to get there'd be less competition to get the lower paying job, when in fact it was just the opposite. The same is with goals, the same is with dreams here. Don't dream regular dreams. Everybody's going for regular dreams. Nobody's going for those crazy high dreams. Tim Ferriss talks about in the 4-hour workweek, he talks about how he used to assign his class the project of reaching celebrities, okay? And the people who were most successful with that were people who were reaching out to people that you never would have thought would email back, and that's because those people were often had less email traffic than the people who thought were to be achievable, because people who were thought to be reachable were getting a lot more emails than the people like Elon Musk, who people are like, oh, no way that guy's going to respond to my emails, no way that guy's got time. So that's kind of what we're talking about here. The law of cause and effect, it's basically self-explanatory. It's just saying that for every effect there's a definite cause, and for every cause there's a definite effect. So in turn, your thoughts, behaviors, and actions cause effects to happen that manifest the current life that you're in. So it's really important to make sure that you do even the incremental changes, right? The incremental changes definitely add up over time. They compound. So if you just, instead of trying to make that drastic life change tomorrow, do a couple of easy things that you know for sure you're going to do. Those changes, starting those changes over time, will become big changes that will completely change where you are in life. So that's the law of cause and effect. And how to really master that one is start small and really stack achievements until you can make some of the bigger changes. When you start to get the momentum of success, you'll definitely have more ability to tackle those things that are going to be a little bit more willpower. Also, know that there's been some studies done about willpower, and they think that there's only enough willpower in an average individual person to be able to quit or change one habit at a time. So it is definitely probably a good rule of thumb to, when you're trying to make these life changes, to start somewhere small. And definitely don't get discouraged if you let yourself down. Like, don't get let down. We're only human. We all make mistakes. Just know that you're doing better than you were, and really strive off of that. The law of action The law of action is required to manifest anything on earth. That's just telling the universe that you're serious about what you want. When you think about thoughts, our thoughts, we have so many thoughts. Think about wanting stuff. Like, what if every single thought you had manifested right now? Like, it would be pretty dangerous. So that's kind of the check and balance of that. The universe is saying, okay, well, let's see what you do here. And I talked about that a little bit earlier when I talked about preparing your ditches, getting ready, doing what it takes to act as if you had that thing. Not only does it help change your belief systems into thinking that you already have it, but you're also showing to the universe that, yeah, I do really want this, so let's speed this gestation period up a little bit. The law of vibration. Everything is constantly vibrating. Tesla famously said that if you want to understand the secret to the universe, you need to think in terms of vibration, energy, and frequency. That's what we're talking about here. We said that thoughts are vibrations. Thoughts are measurable frequencies. Positive thoughts are more powerful frequencies, higher frequencies than lower negative thoughts. Just thank whatever for that. So this goes hand in hand with the law of attraction. It's basically step one of law of attraction. Law of mentalism, perception is reality. That's it. That's just what it's saying. It's saying that the world is truly how you think it is. And what that means is, again, be the change that you want to see within the world, right? That's what this law is all about. Law of mentalism. That kind of concludes all of my laws that we use here. So these laws have all really helped me change. They've definitely caused some pretty big impacts in my life, and I hope that they cause some impacts for you. Let me know if there's any laws that I don't have listed here that have made big impacts on you, or if you have any tips or tricks to any ones that I talked about. All right, thank you.